on May 2nd. And again, we're here in Washoe County with a group of Democrats gathered for some unknown reason. But
It's weird.
what is that and who are you?
I am Joe Dalia, current Democratic Assembly member for District 29 in Henderson and candidate for state treasurer.
Wait, you're a man from Henderson, but you find yourself up here in a gym in Sparks because?
I heard Will Adler was going to be here and I couldn't miss that opportunity.
Well, Will Adler tracks you down whether you want to be interviewed or not. So it's better to come easy than come hard.
Right.
So I appreciate that, Joe. But you're on Next MV Pod, sir. And I'm going to
Yes.
ask you a very important question.
Hit me.
What's next for Nevada? And what do you want to see come next, Nevada? Because that's what we're here to find out is Nevada needs to figure out the now. More importantly, we need to look to the next.
That's right.
And if we don't have good policies leading the way, we might trip on our own feet.
Yeah.
So what do you want to see next in Nevada, and why do you want to be one of our new leaders at an executive level?
Well, I think we need a lot of economic development. So this office in particular, I see it as such an incredible opportunity to help make life more affordable now and in the long term. So the flagship programs under this office, the State Infrastructure Bank, the Millennium Scholarship, best college affordability tool, best jobs creation tool, best affordable housing tool we have in the state. And both of those programs need a lot of help, but they need help with the legislature. And so I saw an opportunity to run for this office. We haven't elected a legislator to this office since the 1980s, Patty Cafferata.
Really?
It's been a minute.
So the treasurer's just sort of been floating around, unencumbered by law or any of the things that the legislature actually does, right? He's just a metaphysical creature that spends the state's money. But today you're going to ground that with some roots, huh?
With some legislative experience and go in. The office gets 5 bill draft requests. I got 6 as a freshman legislator, almost a lateral move. So huge opportunity to act as kind of a bonus legislator and then set the tone for what the 365 is going to look like for that office after session ends. So very exciting opportunity. I think we can fix the Millennium Scholarship. I think we can update the way we do unclaimed property. I think we can partner with the Attorney General's office to help prosecute and investigate financial crimes against seniors. And I think we can put historic money in the State Infrastructure Bank using our bonding capacity. Everyone's most exciting topic, banking and bonding.
I love nothing more, honestly.
Yeah.
The next in Nevada better have the word bond in it, because right now down in Vegas is more of a bondage topic. But, you know, we're going to get away from that kind of industry and into new industries. What's next for Nevada requires maybe infrastructure.
Yes.
We have a lot of building out today, but how do we keep that going? And, you know, what's next for us in the future? Are we just going to have a bunch of businesses come here, our roads are already full, and then we just fall off the cliff into apocalypse of doing too much too fast without a plan? Or what is the infrastructure bank and how could it actually help? Because a lot of Nevadans don't even know that's a thing. Let alone the treasurer's office is kind of inside that bank.
So it was originally designed as a kind of a federal state combination program where you would put federal dollars into these state infrastructure banks. They'd be deployed for roads, bridges, and kind of classic infrastructure, right?
The boring stuff. No sexy, no glitz. But yeah, the things that we might need though, right?
But we've seen some scope expansion. And so now it's been used to make tens of thousands of affordable housing units across the state, build a fire station, build a school. There's a lot of things that can do that are beyond the traditional infrastructure, you know, lowercase I, old school infrastructure. So I'm very excited about the opportunities this has moving forward, but it's going to need the funds, right? So that's why I'm seeking the money. The $300 million would be a historic investment, double what we just pursued the 2025 session unsuccessfully. So that'd be a lot of union jobs and a lot of affordable housing.
Well, and infrastructure is that connectivity between you as a citizen and the government that provides it for you in a lot of ways. And that's where the rubber hits the road for a lot of people. Are the roads I drive on shitty? Are they good roads? Because frankly, people vote with their own opinions more than the policy sheets, right? So if you can't bring that value back to Nevadans, maybe you're not next for the office. So is this where you want to build the platform of we could do more, be that gap filler maybe, because infrastructure costs a lot. Because why don't people build roads already? Like, is this a big problem in Nevada?
I don't know that it's the roads, I don't know that that's a huge problem. I mean, having done the drive through the middle of the state, I mean, we could definitely use some more road options.
Okay.
But I don't know that, I think this office has a major role to play in helping build out all aspects of it. And I think the financing piece is always the big choking point on any project people want to do, right? Oh, we should have this bridge here. Oh, we should pursue light rail. The cost is always the holdup. And so this is an instrument for us to use our bonding capacity, play outside the general fund, help finance some of the things that are harder to get financed if you don't have the state involved. So I'm very excited about the opportunity.
That's excellent. And my final question is, as the treasurer, sort of, in that role, a lot of people don't know what the treasurer does. So you've
Right.
done a great job kind of explaining the bones of
Thank
it. But if you were to fill the role, are you going to just keep on the policies that we're going, or is there something next that you think like that's the thing that Nevada could do to be on the cutting edge? You talked to Cisco Aguilar. He really wants to beat Delaware.
Yes.
He just wants to beat Delaware more than anybody.
Right.
Is there another state that we can rival with at a treasurer level that we
Okay.
can just focus on and whoop them with our treasurer-based policies? Because today, Nevada doesn't do a lot with our bond capacity. We don't do enough with our ability to fill that gap.
Right.
It does feel like, growing as fast as we are, we need a plan to grow even faster next. Is that something where you're just going to take in the input?
Oh, no. Yeah.
Table down. Continue.
Don't
get distracted, Joe. What's next for Nevada isn't falling tables.
Okay.
It's falling interest rates. It's falling gas prices, and it's better infrastructure bonded by
the state treasurer's office.
Obviously, but you're gonna keep this going because Nevada needs it to, right?
Correct. And I will say, back to the competing with other states thing, the Delaware competitiveness over business filing revenue, that is billions of dollars in boring paperwork money that I started the fight with Cisco Aguilar as a legislator. AJR 8 created a business court. Actually, it needs to come back, but it started us down the road of creating a specialized business court with appointed judges that are experts in the area. Very boring in the weeds stuff, but the upshot of it is almost no investment up front, maybe $5-10 million for upside of potentially $4 billion in annual revenue at the high end. So it's like anytime you can do that kind of multiple on an investment, you have to do it. And I view that as in scope for the treasurer's office to help keep that legislation moving. So I plan to be very legislatively active through this office in a way that maybe it historically hasn't been because of, we're electing civilians instead of legislators to this office historically. So having started us down the road of doing that work with Cisco, I think there's a perfect opportunity for this office to come in and talk about it through the investment lens and say, we need to generate revenue. This office is kind of the de facto chief revenue officer. And then this is the chief investment officer as well. So in terms of putting a small investment in today into a small structural change that pays off big time, long term, we have to do it.
Yeah. So I'm hearing we're going to invest in Bitcoin, and we're going to do it 10 years ago, and Nevada's never going to look back. But sadly, that's past us. But the investment arm of this is the connectivity where the state can get back the dollars that citizens need, because honestly, put money in a bank account doesn't do anything. But does the treasurer's office have any good results today in our investments, or is it going to?
Great results on investments. I mean, I think that's one of the areas where steady hand politics is going to win the day. Like, we have a lot of great investment professionals that work in that office. The number one way to mess up a state's budget is to get cute with the investment portfolio. We're not planning to get cute. If we can keep on doing the things we've been doing right, make the state money by not losing the state money. That's the way forward.
I like that. And it feels like you understand the role, you understand the job, and you feel like you're going to make a great next treasurer for Nevada.
That's right.
Well, I appreciate you being here on Next MV Pod, and I really think you're looking at in a broad aperture that we need to look at, because Nevada is the Nevada of now, but the next Nevada to come, who knows what it'll be, because we're changing so fast and growing so fast. But you being here and willing to say what's next is all we need to hear from you, sir.
Thanks, buddy.
Thank you so much. Thanks for being on. Joe Dalia, appreciate it.